Government of India, Mr. Mahesh Gupta, Chairman, Kent RO Systems Limited, Mr. Manoj Menon, Senior Partner and Managing Director for Asia Pacific Frost & Sullivan, and Mr. Amirul Jumaboy, Investor, Pioneer Generation and Founder of Scott's Holding and several other companies. Thank you, gentlemen, and Mr. Pradeep Mehtani there as well, Chairman of Prosper Events. A memorable event, ladies and gentlemen, for the Make in India Global Business Summit 2015, first time in Singapore. Could we also invite Mr. Narayan Mohan to join our other dignitaries? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the lighting of the lamp, which is symbolic of the inauguration of this wonderful summit this morning. It's not only the summit that we're talking about here, we're talking about the Make in India program launched by the government, the current government, an initiative which has already gained momentum globally. Thank you very much, Her Excellency, Ms. Vijay Thakur Singh, Mr. Ravindranath, Mr. Mahesh Gupta, Mr. Manoj Menon, Mr. Amirul Jumaboy, and Mr. Narayan Mohan. Could I please invite you on stage now? Her Excellency, Ms. Vijay Thakur Singh, if you could join us on stage. I'm a little bit lonely here. Okay. Thank you. And also Mr. Ravindranath, Mr. Mahesh Gupta, Mr. Manoj Menon. Could you please join us on stage as well? Thank you. And Mr. Narayan Mohan as well, please. Our very patient delegates this morning, thank you very much, each one of you, for keeping that nice smile on your faces. We'll soon get started with what you're really looking forward to, and you will, I promise, remember this morning. And now, if I may request Mr. Pradeep Mehtani. Mr. Pradeep Mehtani, the Chairman of Prosper Events Private Limited, I would like to invite you on stage here to welcome our esteemed delegates and dignitaries here. And could we please have the bouquets on stage? Her Excellency, Ms. Vijay Thakur Singh, being presented the bouquet by Mr. Pradeep Mehtani. Ladies and gentlemen, let's keep the applause going. Thank you very much. A very special moment. And we have Mr. Ravindranath, the Chairman and Managing Director of National Small Industries Corporation Limited, Government of India, to be presented the bouquet as well by Mr. Pradeep Mehtani. Mr. Pradeep, could you come to the center, please? Thank you very much. And Mr. Mahesh Gupta, the Chairman, Kent RO Systems Limited. Welcomed on stage by Mr. Pradeep Mehtani. Mr. Mahesh Gupta, we always look at him and we think of the Hema Malini ad as well. Talking about the lovely purified water. Okay, and we have Mr. Manoj Menon, Senior Partner and Managing Director of Asia Pacific Frost & Sullivan. have Mr. Amirul Jumaboy. I don't. Okay, Mr. Amirul Jumaboy, if you could also come on stage, sir. Thank you very much. And could you also be seated here? Thank you very much. Yes, thank you, Mr. Pradeep Maithani. Thank you very much for this presentation. And I must tell everybody that he is the man with the vision behind today's very special summit. Yes, he's responsible for getting us all here. So we'll decide end of the day what we want to do with you, Mr. Maithani. Thank you. Okay, and now that the initial protocol is pretty much over, it's my honor to invite on stage Her Excellency Ms. Vijay Thakur Singh, the High Commissioner of India, for the welcome address. I must tell you before she comes in here, madam, allow me please, that prior to being appointed as the High Commissioner of India to Singapore, Ms. Vijay Thakur Singh served as the Joint Secretary in the National Security Council Secretariat, Joint Secretary to the President of India, Deputy Chief of Mission in Embassy of India, Madrid, Counselor in the Embassy of India in Kabul, Counselor in the Permanent Mission of India to the United Nations in New York, Director in the UN Division in the Ministry of External Affairs and as Under Secretary, Deputy Secretary, and Director in the Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iran Division in the Ministry of External Affairs. Ms. Singh has also served as the Third Secretary in Embassy of India, Madrid. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Her Excellency Ms. Vijay Thakur Singh. And at the same time, I would like to invite Mr. R.D. Kinies, the Chairman and Managing Director, Magnet, the New Gen Paint Plant, to garland Ms. Vijay Thakur Singh. Madam. For all of us here, I would like to tell you that this is a sandalwood garland brought all the way from Mangalore. Thank you very much, Mr.